Good morning, everybody. It's the 8th of March. I hope you're okay. I didn't post yesterday. I've come down again with this flu thing, and it's come back with a sore throat. Is anybody else suffering? It's relentless. It will not go away. Anyway, so I'm back, and happy International Women's Day to all the ladies out there. And it seems poignant that I do this today for Mum. So my last episode was me talking to you guys and reading Mum's letter that she'd written about her time in India and her parents. And I left you with the medals that her dad used to polish and the missing medals that is now, because basically my auntie looked after them when Mum moved away, because she's the responsible one, or seemed to be the responsible one, but never let Mum have them, and Mum never saw them ever again. So we hope that my auntie's partner still has them, but time will tell. Yes, if as soon as I have them, then or notice of them, then I'll let you guys know. So I'll read the last sentence again just to pick up. All the medals he had, at least 7 or 9, some were on striped ribbons. He always wore his gun. He would clean it and shine his belt and boots every day. We liked the roll call at 6 a.m. when he would get all his men on the parade ground. We were very lucky girls. I remember the roll call. So basically, he used to play the bugle, and he used to play the last post in the morning and then in the evening. And actually, for Mum's funeral, even though we weren't allowed to have an input into it, I was able to choose a couple of songs for the church, and also a bugle player. I got that passed. Unfortunately, it was pouring with rain, with the wind, and the bugle player got very emotional and was very off key. Pretty much the one with the Queen's at the Queen's Guard that time. Mum would have laughed her head off at that. She would have found that really, really funny. As did the vicar, who couldn't look at me with his head down and was trying not to laugh. But yeah, the bugle and the roll call every morning and evening was Mum's favourite. She talked non-stop about it. But interesting actually that she heard it. So I'm guessing that the house that they lived in was very close to the police station, because she wouldn't have heard it in the parade ground. So yeah, I need to do some real research into this, to where she lived and everything. I know the area that she lived in was flooded, and the village is gone. So, but I wonder if I can find some more pictures. That's a mission. I'm going to do that. Sorry, excuse me. I am still croaky. We were lucky girls. Even though we went to boarding school, Mum and Dad would drop us off to the cinema during the holidays on a Saturday to watch comedies like Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin while they went shopping. Again, that's another thing that Mum used to tell us all about it. They used to look forward to doing it. And interesting, actually, they were quite young, because they left, obviously, India when they were about 13. They were 14 on the ship, so they would have been quite young at that stage, to be left on their own. Yeah, though we would go for a tutti frutti ice cream, and Dad would make a funny noise. She's written Tooty as in Tooty. I don't know is that spelt right, actually. It looks funny. Sorry, go on a page. And he would slide down the table when the waiter brought the bill. So much laughter, so much fun. We did not know what sadness was. I loved Mum's perfume. It was 4711. she would put some on her hankies for church. Yeah, that's I don't know what that perfume is. I wonder if they still make it. I'll have to Google it. If you guys find it, let me know, won't you? But yeah, mum's childhood definitely was of, you know, kind, funny, loving memories. You know, I think there was only a couple of things that were negatives, but she saw her life in India as the best life and desperately wanted to go back and live there. You know, I think in her older life, going back to India would have been a huge shock. But I think, you know, when she was orphaned, I think probably the urge to go back to India was probably huge, because that was her happy place. I don't know if you can hear my cat. My cat's trying to get in. But yeah, I do feel for her because, you know, I think we've all been in that place where you want to go back in time and make everything better, make the happy times back again. But I know her life completely changed when they passed away. And I think that's probably where it went horribly wrong for her. I think they were looked after so much. It doesn't sound like they did much for themselves. Everything was done for them. And then having to do and fend for themselves, you know, not only, you know, mentally, but physically, you know, they had to find their own income. They had to find their own way in life. And I know that she did obviously make some wrong choices throughout her life that brought her great sadness. And it's just really, really, really sad, isn't it? I also found another letter. Just doing my tidying up a bit, and I'll do this another time. But this just gives you just an insight to how she used to write things down. So she's written a letter, and then done drawings, and then scribbled bits in and bits out and everything. So this will be interesting. Again, I've not read it. I've literally just found it. Yeah, there's a lot to go through. So yeah. But thank you for bearing with me. I'm sorry I'm keeping this one short because my voice is going, as you can hear. But I'm going to be fully back for next week. And again, any questions that you've got, please do not hesitate to ask me. I'm happy to answer and ask anything else. And I'm going to start going through other paperwork from her as well. I had such a lovely thing happen last week to me. I had, I don't know whether I've spoken about it. I have found her flowers and her bouquet. Her bouquet and her flowers from her wedding to the stepfather. And a wonderful lady has preserved them for me. And when I saw them, I just broke down in tears. You know, it was just like she was back in the room again. And it makes, you know, Mum never liked to throw anything away. And I'm glad she didn't throw that away. She was a bit of a hoarder, which made life very difficult when we had to clear her house out. But I'm glad that she didn't throw these things out. When I first found them in the box, she was back in the room, you know, and I too, at that moment in time, went back to happy times with her. You know, reading these letters you know, I'm contradicting myself. You'll go back through these episodes and go, why are you showing her love and care and getting upset that she's upset? Because I do understand. I think now I'm starting to really understand the person that she was, what made her like she was, and you know, and I think she was a contradictory person in herself. And I think, is that okay? I think that's okay. You know, especially when you've got no teachers around you and you're on your own. But have a good week, weekend, everybody. Hopefully the voice will be back next week. and I'll start going through some more bits and pieces from her letters and everything, and I'll start going back through my memories as well. But to understand my journey, I need to unpack Mum's journey first. And thank you for all the subscriptions. It really is really kind of you, and it also helps me understand that you are, that you're real people out there listening to me, which is awesome. I said, have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.